just really, as you watched us, we'd struggled shoot. Credit to our players. They took ownership of it, and you could tell they were ready to play from the tip. And once again, we shot the ball well, so that always helps. But I just felt like we were really locked in and ready to go when the ball was thrown up.
All right, it's Concordia tonight, 12-2 on the season. They've lost to Jamestown and Briarcliff in the conference. Same old Concordia team here.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, they're from their heyday when they won their national championship, their press is different. It used to be a very aggressive 2-2-1, fall back to a very aggressive 2-3 zone. Now it's a run and jump press, and they usually fall back man. So their press is different, but the idea is the same. They want to speed people up, they want to turn people over, they want to get you uncomfortable, they want to get you in bad spots, and so we just have to do the best job that we can taking care of the basketball against them. And then the offensive end, they live on layups and threes. If they turn you over in the front court, it's going to be a layup. And then if you can stop them, without scoring a layup, and then they're just all finding the three-point line. And so we have to do a really good job of taking care of the basketball, but then coming back and guarding the three-point line.
Yeah, they live by the turnovers, averaging about 23 turnovers on the defensive end. So they want to turn you over to get you in an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, they do. I mean, if you just look across the board on stats, their rebounding margins almost even. They're maybe plus one or two. It's the turnover margin that just jumps out, and they just get into teams' heads for sure. If you watch games, you can watch teams when the tide turns with the turnovers. So just being able to keep our head, handle pressure a little bit, and know that you're going to turn the ball over. Like you can turn the ball over any game, and just being able to bounce back from that, moving on to the next play, and not let that one turnover fester into 2 or 3 or 4 turnovers in a row.
We're probably better equipped this year to handle that pressure than in years past. That way with Bailey and Mariah out there.
Yeah, I hope so. We do have, I would say, kind of maybe 4 true point guards, maybe. True is maybe a loose word, but one or two guards. Tatis as our starting point guard. Bailey can come in. Lexi Kraft has literally played point guard her entire life, and now she's playing the 2 for us. So I feel really comfortable with her handling the ball. Mariah, Miriam's not a true point guard by any means, but she's fast and athletic, so that always helps against pressure as well. So, and then you have Kiernan as a 4 player. They try to put you in spots where kids that don't like to handle the ball have to handle the ball. But as a 4 player, she does a pretty good job of taking care of the basketball as well. So, on paper, you feel okay going in, and we'll kind of see, the first 5-10 minutes how we feel once the game gets started.
The leading scorer is Tasha Rushton, averaging about 15 points per ball game. Just a 5'5" junior out there. Talk about her.
Yeah, she's a good player. She can score from all 3 levels. Really quick release from the three-point line. Does a good job of creating off the dribble. Can shoot a pull-up or get to the rim. Obviously, I want to say only 5'5", but not the biggest stature kid out there. But just can score in a variety of ways. And she does a great job on the defensive end. For a kid that scores that much, she really gets down in a stance and tries to guard and create havoc out there. So she is a total player out there for them. And then they just have weapons around her as well.
Yeah, they've got, 3 other girls averaging in double figures, including last year's Player of the Week in the conference, and Kendall Brigham. She had a career high against Doane, so she's another scorer. Like I said, 3 other scorers that can score in double digits.
Yeah, Kendall comes off the bench for him and just provides a spark. She's done that for a few years now. She's a great defensive player, but really pushes the pace. So when she gets in the game, you know it's going to be 100 miles per hour because she will get rebounds and just try to go the length of the court. So we have to do a good job of stopping her early, making her give it up, or at least pushing her to the sideline and giving ourselves time to match up.
A team with their transition game that averages 83 points per ball game, Coach. Obviously, not the type of game we want to play here.
No, we can't let it get that high, obviously. But if you just look at stats, the way they turn people over and how many threes they shoot, they're going to put up some points. But we have to do a good job. We got to keep it 70 or lower if we can. I think we'll give ourselves a chance to win. We got to get them off the three-point line, and we got to take care of the basketball.
Obviously, defense is going to be the key for us tonight. What can we get done offensively against this team?
Well, if we take care of the ball, they fall back man, and then we need to run some of our ball screen motion and see how they're guarding that and see what they do against Rachel diving to the rim and different options there. But I think our biggest thing is getting to that point where we can run our man offense. And if we take care of the ball, then it at least allows our defense to try to get set a little bit. Anytime you turn the ball over near half court, it's going to be a sprint to try to get back. So we need to take care of it, get a good shot. Hopefully some of them go in. If they don't, then we allow ourselves time to get back and defense transition and try to get set up on the three-point line.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
That is Hastings College head women's basketball coach Gina Douglas as the Broncos get ready to go here tonight against the Concordia Bulldogs. Women's men's basketball doubleheader for us here today at Lynn Pearl Arena, the Osborne Sports Complex. Again, a good matchup here on the women's side of things. Concordia 12-2 on the season. They're 8-2 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Hastings coming in, they're 8-7, 4-5 in conference play. The Broncos have won 4 games in a row. Concordia, they have won 5 games in a row coming in here. So Concordia is a team that's averaging 83.9 points per ball game on the offense. They're giving up 64.1 on the defensive end. The Bulldogs are hitting 44% of their field goal tries, 32% from three-point territory, 75% from the free throw line. Bulldogs getting out rebounded by their opposition 35-38. They really rely on the turnovers. They average 12 turnovers per ball game, and they force 23 on the offensive end. Hastings College averaging 67 points per ball game on offense. They're giving up 64.9 on the defensive end. The Broncos hitting 38% on their field goals, 31% from three-point territory, 70% from the free throw line. Broncos are getting out rebounded by their opposition, 39-40. Hastings with 16 turnovers per ball game. They're forcing 17 on the other end. So it's Hastings and Concordia here today. Getting set to go here tonight. We'll get you the starting lineups for the ball game here tonight. First of all, we'll give you the starters for the Concordia Bulldogs here in this ball game here tonight. Mackenzie Tume getting a start at 5'9" junior out of Lincoln Southeast, averaging 5.3 points per ball game. Abby Kreezer is a 5'8" junior. She is out of Lincoln North Star, averaging 11.1. Tasha Rushton is a 5'5" junior out of Midland, Texas. She's averaging 15.2. Sadie Powell is a 6-foot junior out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Powell is averaging 11.1. And Kristen Wieselmeyer is a 6'1" sophomore out of Holyoke, Colorado. She's averaging 6.1 on the season. Hastings College will go with their usual starters. Mariah Avila, the 5'5" sophomore out of Scotts Bluff. Lexi Kraft, a 5'5" transfer, graduate transfer out of Omaha. Tanis Ariando, 5'4" freshman out of Greeley, Colorado. Rachel Gooden, a 6'3" freshman from Adams Central. And Kernan Polk, the 5'8" junior out of Wood River. Ball is in the air, and it's going to be controlled by Concordia. The Dogs shooting to our basket to our right here. There's a shot taken from the right side, no good by Rushton. And then ball recovered here by Hastings College as they move into the forecourt. So just underway, Hastings and Concordia going here tonight in women's college basketball. Broncos pound the ball inside. That's going to be lost off of the fingertips of Ariando. Out of bounds, but it was tipped out of her hands here. And it'll be Hastings playing it in, baseline left side, underneath their own basket. Broncos will play things in here. Ariando will get the ball. It's going to be onto the top of the key. It's going to be tipped, and it's going to be intercepted. First turnover of the ball game on the Bulldog, on the Broncos. Concordia comes back the other way, and they lose control of the ball. Here comes Hastings back the other way. A shot from the outside, good, a three-pointer. Lexi Kraft knocks down a three-pointer there for the Broncos, and Hastings goes out on top now by a score of 3-0 here in the ball game. Hastings and Concordia going here tonight. Women's college basketball. There's a long-range jumper from the outside. Is going to be no good. That's what they do. They rely on the three-pointer. That one is missed. Rebound comes down to Hastings back the other way. Pass into the lane is going to be tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. And Hastings will play things in. Baseline right side underneath their own basket. The Broncos have the early lead here in this ball game. 3-0 is the score. Hastings will play things in. Lexi Kraft with the ball, moves it down in the corner. That's going to be Ariando with the ball, moves it back down in the corner again to Kernan Polk. Her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. And the ball rebounded here by Concordia, running back the other way. Bulldogs get up and down the floor. Tume has got the ball, moves it down in the corner. Three-pointer good. Tasha Rushton hits the three-pointer from the deep left corner. And the Bulldogs come back to tie up the score now at 3 points apiece. Women's college basketball action here tonight from Lynn Farrell Arena. Here's Mariah Avila with the ball. We're going to have a foul called out there, out in the three-point territory. Foul is going to go on to Tasha Rushton. That's going to be her first foul. That's going to be team foul number 1 on the Bulldogs here in the first half of play. 3-3 the score. Hastings and Concordia women's college basketball. Here's Avila. Her shot for 3 from the corner is going to be no good. Rebound Tume for Concordia. Runs her back the other way. That's a Kreezer with the ball. Kreezer penetrates down the left side of the lane. She stops. Pass comes to the near sideline. Hastings in a man-to-man defense. Back inside is Rushton. She kicks it out here to Kreezer for 3. Shot is up there, no good. Rebound comes down to Hastings. The Broncos have the ball. Kernan Polk has got it. Now to Tanis Ariando. Ariando moves it to the near sideline to Kernan Polk. Races the ball into the offensive zone. Down in the corner, Kraft for 3. Her shot is no good. Ball tapped out, picked up here by Kreezer. And she's met right at the mid-corner stripe. And foul is going to be called here on Tanis Ariando. Ariando picks up the personal foul for the Broncos. First one on Hastings here in the opening quarter of play. 7:28 to play here in the first quarter. 3-3 is the score. Hastings and Concordia action tonight from the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Tasha Rushton, their leading scorer, has got the ball, brings it across the midcourt stripe. Rushton moves it down the right side of the lane. Now to Tume. Tume takes the ball into the paint, kicks her back out here. Here's a Sadie Powell driving the ball down the lane. His ball tipped away, picked up by Hastings. Second turnover in the ball game on Concordia. Broncos have the ball. This is going to be Hastings coming into the forecourt now. Broncos have the ball. That's a Kissinger into the ball game. He feeds it inside to Gooden. She has the ball stripped away. Picked up by Kissinger. Drives it down the lane. Kicks it out here to Kraft for 3. Shot is short. No good. Barely draws iron. Rebound comes down to Mackenzie Tume. Long pass down the floor. Now they feed it inside. Her shot is up there and in. Kirsten Wieselmeyer scores for Concordia, and the Bulldogs go out on top now by a score of 5-3. Broncos facing this pressure now in backcourt. Kernan Polk has got the ball into the forecourt. Avila for 3. Shot from the corner. No good. Kissinger with a rebound, and a foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on to Kissinger of Hastings. So Bailey picks up her first foul. That's going to be a team foul number 2 on the Broncos here in this first quarter of play. 5-3 is the score. Concordia's got the lead. Bulldogs average 83 points per ball game on offense. The Broncos certainly don't want to play this ball game in the 80s tonight. Hastings looking for a game maybe in the 60s, possibly the 70s to stay with the Bulldogs here tonight. Rushton bounce pass down low, shot blocked down. Heemstra picks the ball back up. Her shot there short, no good. Rebound comes down to Kissinger for Hastings. Broncos trailing 5-3 early in the ball game. Kissinger moves the ball down in the corner. That's going to be Avila with the ball. Now to a Bailey. Right side of the lane. Throws up a shot. Off balance is going to be no good. Avila with a rebound. 10-footer put up there. That shot no good. Rebound Hastings. Follow shot by Polk is up there and she's fouling the play. Broncos getting the job done on the offensive glass there. Kernan Polk gets the offensive board and the putback, and she'll go to the free throw line to try to make this a three-point play. Foul called there on the Bulldogs, and Hastings will go to the line here. It's a 5-5 ball game. Hastings and the Concordia Bulldogs meeting here. First of two meetings during the regular season between these two teams. Kernan Polk will go to the free throw line here, as she will toe the mark to try to make this a three-point play. Her shot is up there, it's good. Kernan Polk, an 85% foul shooter in the season. She knocks one down here. That gives Hastings now the 6-5 advantage over Concordia. Bulldogs have got the ball back in their offensive end. This is going to be a Kendall Brigham into the ball game now. She kicks it out here in the three-point territory. Her three is up there and in. Sammy Lou throws up the three-pointer from the wing on the right side. 8-6 to score now. Concordia has got the lead. Here's Bailey Kissinger. Drives it into the lane. Throws it down in the corner. The Miller is into the ball game for Hastings. Merriman Miller. There's a Lexi Kraft. Now to Bailey Kissinger on the wing. Around the screen. Drives the ball to the hole. Puts it up there left-handed and scores. Bailey Kissinger in her three ball games so far. 4, 7, and 11 points. That's her first field goal in this ball game. Hastings has come back to tie the score here. 8 points apiece in the first quarter. There's a Rushton, moves the ball down on the baseline. Old 10-footer is up there, no good. Rebound comes down here to Lexi Kraft. Lexi left-handed dribble across the midcourt stripe here. Hastings will set up against this Concordia defense. Merriman Miller on the wing, drives the ball to the rack, and she's going to be fouled in the play. Miller is fouled in the play here by Abby Heemstra. Heemstra picks up her first foul. That's going to be team foul number 4 on the Bulldogs. It's going to be Merriman Miller going to the free throw line. Miller is a 77% foul shooter on the season. She has hit 14 out of 18 from the free throw line this season. Again, Hastings is a team 7th in the conference in free throw percentage at 70%. And the shot from the free throw line is going to be up there and in by Miller. She gives the Broncos the 9-8 advantage here in the first quarter. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good again. Merriman Miller hits a pair of free throws, and the Broncos have a 2-point lead. You're listening to Hastings College basketball action here tonight from Lynn Farrell Arena, the Osborne Sports Complex. Hastings and Concordia going here tonight. The Bulldogs shooting to our basket to our right. There's a long three put up there. It's going to be no good by Raylan Kelty, and the rebound comes down to Hastings. That's a Kissinger with the ball. Now to Miller. She drives it. She's going to be fouled again. Merriman Miller drawing contact in the paint there. This foul is going to go on to Kendall Brigham. That's going to be her first foul. Brigham is the Great Plains Athletic Conference Player of the Week. She had a good ball game, had a career high 27 points in the ball game against Doane last week and was named the Player of the Week in the GPAC. She picks up her first foul here. That's going to be Merriman Miller going to the free throw line here. It's a 10-8 ball game. Hastings has got the lead with 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the opening period. Merriman Miller will go to the free throw line, and now they're going to say, nope, we're going to play her in. Baseline right side underneath their own basket here. Kissinger will play things in for the Broncos. Bailey looking, finally gets it into a Gooden, who hands the ball back to Kissinger down in the corner. A lot of pressure down there, and a foul is going to be called here. That's going to be on the Brigham again. So Kendall Brigham picking up back-to-back fouls there for Concordia. She's going to come out of the ball game, and Tasha Rushton comes back in there. So Brigham plays just a couple of minutes there here in the first quarter, and she'll come out of the ball game now with a couple of personal fouls. Bailey Kissinger goes to the free throw line now for Hastings. Kissinger's free throw is up there and in. Bailey has had a tough time from the free throw line in the first 3 games. She's 4 out of 12 from the line. She sinks her first one here. Next one is going to be up there. That's going to be short off of the right side. And the rebound comes down to Sadie Powell of Concordia. Hastings now with a 3-point lead, 11-8 over the Bulldogs. There's Concordia with the ball. That's a Kelty on the far sideline. Kelty out here in the 3-point territory. Gives it up now to Rustin. Rustin entry pass inside to Sadie Powell. Working in the lane. Her shot left-handed is going to be no good. Rebound chased down by Rachel Goodner. Pass is going to be intercepted. Rustin with a field goal. Shot good. Sammy Lou gets the field goal there for the Bulldogs. She's now got 5 points in the ball game. The Broncos turn it over here in backcourt. 3 turnovers on Hastings. Here's a Bailey Kissner. Slides between a couple of defenders. Pass down in the corner. That's going to be Baker with the ball, and she steps out of bounds. Baker in the deep left corner took a step back, and she was out of bounds. 4 turnovers now on Hastings. 2 turnovers on Concordia. It's an 11-10 ball game. The Bulldogs have got a 1-point lead here over Hastings. Women's college basketball will have the men's game coming up next. Neither one of these teams played on Saturday because of the snowstorm, so it's been a weekend between games for teams in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Here's Megan Belt with the ball. She moves it to the top of the key to Rushton, who forces a pass inside, and a foul is going to be called here on Hastings. Foul's going to go on Jordan Kohler of Hastings, who just checked in the ball game there for Gooden. So Kohler picks up the foul. That's going to be her first. Team foul number 3 on the Broncos here in the first. There's a inbounds pass. It comes in there. Sadie Powell grabs it and scores off the window. Sadie Powell hits the first field goal of this ball game, and now Concordia comes back to grab a 12-11 lead. Bailey Kissinger with the ball for the Broncos on the wing. Bailey looking to penetrate, takes it to the rack. Her shot is up there, good. Scores high off the window. Bailey Kissinger now with 5 points in the ball game. And the Broncos have reclaimed the lead now. 13-12 is the score. Here's a Lou with the ball from the wing. Takes it down on the baseline. Her pass comes out to Wieselmeyer. Wieselmeyer across the top now to Rushton. Rushton moving to her left on the dribble. Rushton drives between a couple of defenders, takes it to the rack. Her shot is up there, no good. Wieselmeyer with a rebound here for Concordia. There's a pass. Her shot is up there. It's no good by Sadie Powell, and she can be fouled in the play. Sadie Powell will go to the free throw line. Alyssa Baker picks up the personal foul. That's going to be her first. Powell to the line, 89% free throw shooter. 17 out of 19 from the line. Powell is hitting 46% of her field goal tries, 37% from three-point territory, 89% from the free throw line. Averaging about 11 points per ball game. Her shot is up there. It's going to be good. Concordia is second in the conference in the free throw percentage at 75%. Next shot is up there. It's good. So Sadie Powell hits the first 2 free throws of the night for the Dogs. And the Concordia's got the lead here, 14-13. Pressure in backcourt. Ariando tries to get it to Kernan Polk. She loses control of the ball. Wieselmeyer puts up a shot. It's going to be no good. And the rebound comes down to Hastings. So the Broncos turn it over here in backcourt. There's Ariando with the ball. Gets it to Polk now right at the stripe, and a foul is going to be called here on Tasha Rushton. Rushton's second personal foul. She's their leading scorer, averaging 15 points per ball game, and she's got a couple of fouls here in the first quarter. Abby Kreeser wants to come back into the ball game now. Sammy Lou will check out. Kernan Polk back to the free throw line here for the Broncos. 14-13 is the score. Shot from the line is going to be up there and in. Polk again, an 85% foul shooter on the season. We're now tied up at 14 points apiece. Next shot is going to be up there. It's going to be good. Kernan Polk hits a couple of free throws. That gives Hastings now the 15-14 advantage over Concordia. Rushton with the ball. Wieselmeyer at the top of the key. Now to Rushton on the wing. Rushton penetrates into the lane, throws it down on the left sideline. A shot is up there and in. Sadie Powell, she scores there for Concordia. She's got 6 points in the ball game. Bulldogs again attacking here in backcourt. Kernan Polk has got the ball. Now to Mariah Avila. Into the forecourt to Miller, and her pass is going to be right through the fingertips of Jordan Kohler out of bounds. Hastings has turned the ball over 6 times already here in the first quarter. Again, Concordia, they forced 23 turnovers per game. So Hastings was 6 already here in the first quarter against this pressure defense that the Dogs are showing in this ball game tonight. Concordia with a 16-15 lead here in the first quarter. Bieselmeyer has got the ball on the high post, tries to hand the ball away. That's a Creaser. Now they work it inside. The shot's taken no good. Offensive rebound, and a foul is going to be called. Foul is going to be called here on Hastings. It's going to go on Tanis Ariando. That's going to be her second personal foul. Bree Bunting will go to the free throw line. Bunting, an 85% foul shooter on the season here for the Dogs, and her shot is up there. It's going to be good. Bree Bunting scores her first point of the ball game. Bunting, a 5'8" freshman out of Kersey, Colorado. Tell you what, Concordia deep. They'll play 10 or 11 girls here in this ball game tonight. Bunting misses on her second free throw attempt. Rebound comes down to Hastings, so it's a 17-15 ball game. Concordia's got a 2-point lead here over Hastings. Avila sends it inside to Kohler. Mishandles it, picks it back up, goes to Ariando. She drives the ball into the hole. Her shot no good. Rebound Kohler, shot good. Jordan Kohler, she scores the offensive rebound and the putback. And she is fouled on a play here by Bree Bunting. Bunting picks up her first, and Kohler will go to the free throw line and trying to make this a 3-point play. Ariando chunks out of the ball game now for Hastings. Bailey Kissinger back in there. And it's going to be a Jordan Kohler going to the free throw line for the Broncos. Her shot is up there good. Kohler with a 3-point play, and the Broncos reclaim the lead. Seesaw battle here in this first quarter between Hastings and Concordia, 18-17. Broncos have the lead. Here's Bunting with the ball. Rainbow pass comes out on top to a Creaser. Creaser behind his screen, moves it down the right side of the lane. Here's Bunting with it now to a Creaser down in the corner, trying to drive the baseline. Now to Bunting again. Cross-court pass is going to be chipped. It is loose. It goes into the backcourt. Chased down there by Sadie Powell. Into the forecourt now to Creaser on a shot clock violation on the Concordia. Great defense there by Hastings. Ball tapped away into the backcourt. Concordia had to chase the ball down. A shot clock violation on the Dogs. That's going to be the third turnover on Concordia here in the ball game. 29 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 18-17. Broncos with a 1-point lead. Kernan Polk will inbound the ball here for Hastings. To Bailey Kissinger. Down to Avila. Here's a Bailey with the ball driving down the lane. She stops. Kissinger comes back out on top to Avila. Here's a Bailey Kissinger with the ball. 15 seconds to go. Calls out the play. Bailey Kissinger gets it to a Kernan Polk. Moves it to the right side on the wing. Avila has got the ball. 7 seconds. Avila looks, moves it down in the corner. Polk for 3. Shot is up there. No good. Rebound. Kissinger. Follow shot up and in. Bailey Kissinger gets the offensive board and the putback. Bailey with 7 points in the ball game, and time runs out here in the first quarter of play. Hastings off to a good start against the 8th-ranked team of the country, the Concordia Bulldogs. Hastings with a 3-point lead after one. It's Hastings 20, Concordia 17. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person, regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 60 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street, proud to support all area student athletes.
KHAS Radio.
Mike Will back here, Lynn Farrell Arena at the Osborne Sports Complex. Hastings with a lead over Concordia. The score is 20-17 here in this ball game. So 20-17 have been a seesaw battle so far here in this contest. Broncos are hitting 37% here in the first quarter, 6 out of 16. Concordia 6 out of 17. Hastings with 1 3-pointer. Concordia has knocked down 2 3-pointers. Broncos have hit 7 out of 8 free throws. Concordia 3 out of 4. That's been a difference in the ball game so far. Hastings with the opening possession here in the second quarter, and they throw the ball away. That's going to be 7 turnovers on Hastings now in the basketball game. 20-17. Hastings with a 3-point lead. Concordia's got the ball. Here's a long three from the wing on the left side. It's going to be a no good there by Wieselmeyer. Follow shot is up and in. Bree Bunting gets the offensive board and the putback. That's her first field goal of the ball game. She's got 3 points, 20-19. Hastings with a lead. Bailey into the forecourt now for Hastings to Mariah Avila behind the screen from Gooden. Maria takes it right to the hole and scores. Maria Avila found a seam in the defense and took it right to the basket and scores. Hastings now leading 22-19. There's a driving layup that's going to be a no good there by Kendall Brigham, who's back into the ball game. Brigham falls down, but no foul called. Hastings has got the rebound. There's a Bailey Kissinger. Now to Avila out here in the three-point territory. Avila hands the ball away to Kernan Polk. Polk now to Lexi Kraft. Lexi Kraft dribbling with the ball out here in three-point territory. Lexi behind the screen. Bounce pass goes to Gooden at the free throw line. Down in the corner, Polk for three. Shot good. Kernan Polk hits the three-pointer. She's got 8 points in the ball game, and now Concordia wants to call a timeout here early in the second quarter. A timeout is called. We'll take a break. 8:40 to play, second quarter. Hastings 25, Concordia 19.
The world-famous Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings is celebrating 25 years. 25 years because of all of you. 25 years of good food, great service, and a warm, friendly atmosphere. Bullseye's is open 6 days a week for lunch and dinner. Stop in today and see why we are world famous. Our burgers, steaks, and wings, along with a drink menu with something for everyone. To everyone in the Adams County area, thank you for making us world famous and for 25 years. Come see us today across from the water park on West 2nd Street in Hastings.
KHAS Radio, 1230 AM and 104.1 FM.
Mike Well back here in Lynn Farrell Arena. Hastings with the early lead, 25-19 over Concordia here tonight. There's a Kreeser with the ball. Kreeser works in the lane. We've got a whistle, and we got a foul called here. It's going to go on Hastings. It's going to go on Lexi Kraft. That's going to be her first. Broncos have knocked down 2 3-pointers so far in the ball game. They've hit 39 3-pointers in the last 3 games here. There's a shot taken from the baseline. It's going to be up there and in. That's going to be Sadie Powell scoring. A short jumper from the right baseline. She's got 8 points in the ball game. 25-21. Hastings now with a 4-point lead. Broncos have the ball. There's a Lexi Kraft. Gets it to Bailey Kissinger. Drives it to the basket. Shot good. Bailey Kissinger. This could be her breakout game here. She's got 9 points in the ball game. The transfer from Nebraska Kearney. Again, she scored 4, 7, and 11 points in her 3 ball games that she has played for the Broncos. There's a shot blocked down by Gooden. Ball loose on the baseline. It goes out of bounds. Now a jump ball is going to be called. Arrow pointing in favor of the Bulldogs. So it'll be Concordia playing it in. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. Here comes Abby Heemstra back into the ball game. Rushton is going to come back in. Here comes Sammy Lou back in. And Mackenzie Tomei coming back in for Concordia. 27-21. Hastings has got a 6-point lead here over the Bulldogs with 7:51 to play here in the quarter number 2. Concordia will play the ball in. This is a Mackenzie Tomei. She works it inside to Heemstra. Heemstra wheels in the lane. Her shot over Gooden is going to be no good. Rachel grabs the rebound. Hastings with the ball. Gooden gets the ball away. Bailey Kissinger into the forecourt now to Avila. Mariah Avila down the right side of the lane. She stops there. Avila throws it to the near sideline. That's Kissinger with the ball. Bailey takes it into the lane. Jump pass down in the corner. Avila has got it against his man-to-man defense. It's Avila on the high post now to a Gooden. Now to Avila. Shot is up there. It's good. Avila got the ball on the high post to a Gooden, who gets it right back to Avila, and she lays it in. Hastings with an 8-point lead now over Concordia, 29-21. The Bulldogs have just 2 losses on the season so far, to Jamestown and to Briar Cliff. They're trailing here by 8 points in the second quarter. Rushton for 3. Shot is up there, no good. Rebound Gooden for Hastings. Rachel Gooden gets the ball away to Bailey Kissinger. Runs her back the other way. Bailey outside down to Lexi Kraft. Takes it to the elbow. Out here to Kernan Polk. Swings it right side. That's going to be Avila with the ball. Mariah Avila lobs the ball inside. Gooden has got it. She goes up. Her shot is going to be no good, but she's whistled for the traveling violation. 8 turnovers on Hastings so far in the ball game. Merriman Miller coming in Alyssa Baker coming in now for the Broncos. Hastings with an 8-point lead. 29-21 is the score with 6:36 to play here in the second quarter from Lynn Farrell Arena. Rushton has got the ball. Rushton drives it down the right side of the lane. Her shot off the glass is good. Tasha Rushton scoring there for Concordia. She's got 5 points in the ball game. 29-23, 6-point lead. Kissinger with the ball for Hastings, gets it into the offensive zone. Double team, throws it to the far side to Merriman Miller. Miller to Gooden, shot is up there, is good. Rachel Gooden scores. Merriman Miller gets the assist. The Broncos again with an 8-point lead. 31-23. There's a pass that's going to be picked off by Miller. That's the fourth turnover on Concordia. Now to Alyssa Baker into the forecourt. Lexi Kraft has got it. Two-handed pass comes to the near side. Kissinger has got it. Now to Merriman Miller. Down in the corner. Miller around the screen. Takes it right in front of the free throw line. Can't put up a shot. Here's Kissinger with the ball. Bailey dribbles the ball into the paint. Jump pass down in the corner. That's Lexi Kraft. Now to Baker. Takes a deep three. Shot is up there. It's off of the back iron. No good. Toomey with a rebound. Toomey is going to bring it up herself. Brings it across the timeline. Toomey down the left side of the lane. They threw it out there to Lou. Her shot for three is going to be no good. And we've got a whistle on the rebound. Looks like a rebounding foul there on the Bulldogs. Is going to go on Abby Heemstra. Heemstra picks up her second personal foul. Tanis Ariando coming back into the ball game. Bailey will check out. Gooden also coming out of the ball game. And Jordan Kohler comes back in there. 31-23. Hastings with a lead. Broncos have the ball. Lexi Kraft has got it here in the backcourt. Double team. Goes over to Ariando. Ariando finally brings it across the midcourt stripe here. Ariando to Lexi Kraft down in the corner. That's a Baker with the ball. Baker brings it up high and gives the ball there to Ariando. Moves it to the left side of the lane. There's a pass that's going to be picked off. 9 turnovers on Hastings. Coming back the other way. The ball poked away from Mackenzie Tomei. It goes out of bounds, but Concordia will have to set things up here instead of getting the basket on the transition. 4:59 to play here in the second quarter. 31-23. Hastings out on top of Concordia here. There's Lou with the ball. Lou comes across the top to Rushton. Rushton now to Heemstra. Her shot up there from 15 is going to be no good. Down for the rebound, brought down here by Baker. Alyssa Baker has it for Hastings. Now to Ariando. He comes into the offensive zone. Left-handed dribble here. Ariando inside the free throw circle. Now to Merriman Miller. She shoves off, and Merriman Miller is going to be hit with an offensive foul. Merriman Miller, she picks up her second foul. That's going to be team foul number 2 on the Broncos here in this quarter. Hastings with an 8-point lead, 31-23. Broncos with a tough week this week, seeing 8th-ranked Concordia tonight and seeing number 1 ranked Dort on the Saturday afternoon here at home. There's a Rushton with the ball. Rushton on the dribble out here in three-point territory. Throws it to a Brigham. Her shot for 3 is up there and in. Kendall Brigham scoring on a three-pointer. She's the player of the week in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, coming off of her career-high 27-point performance against Doane the other night. 31-26. The Broncos again with a turnover as they come into the offensive zone. And we got a toot of the whistle coming back the other way. Foul is going to be called here on Hastings. It's going to go on Ariando. That's going to be her third personal foul. So Tanis comes out. Here comes Bailey Kissinger back into the ball game. Now for Hastings. 31-26 is the score. Broncos have a 5-point lead. Brigham with the ball. Brigham throws it out here into three-point territory. Spinning in the lane. Now they feed it down in the corner. Brigham with the ball. Rainbow's pass comes out on top again to Tasha Rushton. Rushton dribbles behind her back. Now drives it down the right side of the lane. The ball is knocked loose. It's still loose, and the Broncos come up with the ball. 5 turnovers in the ball game now for Concordia. There's a Lexi Kraft, and she's going to be hit right at the midcourt stripe there by Mackenzie Toomey. That's going to be Mackenzie's first personal foul. Team foul number 2 on the Bulldogs here in the second quarter. 31-26. Hastings with the lead. Women's college basketball action here tonight from Lynn Farrell Arena. Lexi Kraft will inbound the ball to Bailey Kissinger. Bailey dribbles once, now to Alyssa Baker. On the dribble, she takes it to the right side. That's going to be Lexi Kraft now. To Kohler, to Bailey Kissinger. To Lexi Kraft inside down to Kohler. Her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down here to Juliana Jones, who's into the ball game now for Concordia. Jones tries to drive it down the lane. The ball poked away. Picked up by Kissinger. Outraces the defense. Her shot is up there and in. Bailey Kissinger now with a career high here at Hastings College. She's got 11 points in the ball game. She scored 11 last Wednesday in the ball game against Mount Marty. There's a Brigham with the ball. Brigham takes the ball down the lane. Her shot off the glass is up there and in. Kendall Brigham scores. She's got 5 points in the ball game. Up and down ball game here tonight. Good one between Concordia and Hastings, like a lot of these matchups are between these two teams. 33-28. Hastings with a lead. There's a three-pointer there by Lexi Kraft. She rings the gong from the right side. Lexi Kraft with 6 points in the ball game. Hastings leading by a score of 35-28. Brigham to the basket. Her shot is up there and in. Brigham was knocked down, but no foul called. We're down to 2:19 to play. Hastings with a 5-point lead, 35-30. There's Alyssa Baker with the ball down the right sideline. Into the offensive zone. Hastings will set up. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 20 seconds to go. There's a Bailey Kissinger. Barely lost the ball out of bounds. Bailey gets it under control. Moves it over here to Kraft for three. Shot is up there, no good. And we got a foul call on the rebound. That's going to be Jordan Kohler picking up the foul. That's going to be her second. She goes over the back of Juliana Jones and picks up the personal foul. 4 new faces into the ball game now for the Bulldogs at the 1:57 mark of the second quarter. 35-30. Hastings has got the lead here in this one. Concordia right now sitting in second place in the conference standings. A couple of games behind the Dordt Defenders, who we will see on Saturday afternoon. There's a Brigham with the ball on the dribble. Moves into the free throw line. Entry pass to Powell. Her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down here to Bailey Kissinger. Bailey brings it back with a right-handed dribble into the offensive end. Here's Avila with the ball. Avila out here in three-point territory. Gives it up now to Kernan Polk. Bounce pass to Miller on the wing on the right side. Drives the ball to the basket. Her shot good. Raymond Miller banks one home. That's her first field goal of the ball game. She's now got 4 points. And Hastings with a 7-point lead now. 37-30 is the score. Here's Concordia driving the ball to the basket and scoring there. That's Abby Kreeser. She scores 37-32. Hastings with a 5-point lead. Broncos with the ball. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Kissinger down the left side of the lane. She stops. Kissinger's pass is going to be deflected. It is loose. Scramble is on. And Bailey gets possession of the ball. Gina down immediately down to the midcourt stripe and calls the timeout to save possession. So the ball tipped away. Kissinger fights for the loose ball. Got possession long enough, and Hastings will burn a timeout here. 44.2 seconds to play in the second quarter. We'll take a break with the score. Hastings 37, Concordia 32.
Rivals Bar and Grill is a proud sponsor of all area athletes, teams, and coaches. Get to Rivals every day for lunch specials. Rivals also is serving up the best pizza and drink specials every Husker and Hastings Bronco game. Open daily at 11, Rivals Bar and Grill. Join the Rivals team today. Osborne Drive, East in Hastings. Like us on Facebook to see what great specials we offer in happy hours. Rivals, your fun, laid-back sports bar with delicious food and ice-cold drinks.
KHAS Radio, 1230 AM and 104.1 FM.
Mike Will back here at Lynn Farrell Arena. Good ball game here. Women's contest tonight, 37-32. Hastings with a 5-point lead over the Bulldogs. Here's Avila for three. That shot's going to be off of the front iron. No good. Rebound, Sadie Powell for Concordia. She'll bring it up herself now. Powell will get the ball into the hands of Kendall Brigham. Now to Powell. Now to the near sideline. Here's a long-range jumper. It's going to be no good by Belt. Misses everything from three-point range. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Hastings' ball. Broncos will inbound here in backcourt with 24.6 seconds to play in the second quarter, 37-32. Hastings with a 5-point lead. Other games going on in the conference tonight. Northwestern playing at Morningside. Jamestown is at Briar Cliff. St. Mary's at Doane. Dakota Wesleyan at Dordt. Mount Marty playing in Fremont tonight against Midland. Hastings and Concordia here. And now we got a foul called as the Broncos brought the ball on the offensive end. Mackenzie Tume picking up the foul. That's going to be her second. Team foul number 3 on the Bulldogs here in the second quarter. Hastings will inbound on the far side. Kernan Polk will get it into Kissinger. Man-to-man defense here for Concordia. Abby Kreezer out in the hip pocket of Bailey Kissinger. 8 seconds to play. Bailey with the ball. Bailey moves it down the left side of the lane. Throws it out on the baseline. A short jumper is up there and in. Merriman Miller hits the short jumper. And time expires here in the first half. So Hastings surprising the 8th-ranked Concordia Bulldogs here in the first half. Hastings College with a 7-point lead here at the break. The score is Hastings College 39, Concordia 32. You're listening to Hastings College basketball.
You can buy books online, music online, even toothpaste. So why not your car? Tom Dinsdale CDJR makes it easy with start to finish. Just click the blue Purchase Now button on any new or used vehicle on our website. Choose your payments, value your trade, secure financing, and boom, you're done. Want a test drive? We'll bring it to you. Start to finish at TomDinsdaleCDJR.com. The convenient way to buy your next vehicle.
Whatever the Midwest weather brings, you can rely on a York comfort system to keep your home comfortable all year. York systems are smarter, more connected, and more efficient than ever before, cutting your energy costs by as much as 50%. Plus, all York residential products have some of the best warranties in the industry. Your York Midwest dealer is Ruts Heating and Air in Hastings and Kearney. Go to rutsheating.com, proudly serving the entire Tri-City area. Learn how you can move up to a new line of comfort and efficiency for your home.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person, regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 60 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street, proud to support all area student athletes.
The world-famous Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings is celebrating.
Now, therefore I, Abraham Lincoln, President of the United States, by virtue of the power of me vested as Commander-in-Chief of the Army of the United States, in time of actual armed rebellion against the authority and government of the United States, and as a fit and necessary war measure for suppressing said rebellion. Do on this first day of January, in the year of our Lord, 1863, order those who may have
kicks her back out here. This is going to be Turner Polk with the ball. Down to Avila. She throws up a three-pointer. It's going to be up there off of the rim. No good. Rebound, Mackenzie Tomei. Tomei down the near sideline for Concordia. There's a Rustin with the ball. Rustin down to a Creaser. Free throw line extended right side to Tomei at the free throw line. Dumps it down low to Wieselmeyer. Her shot is up there and in. Kristen Wieselmeyer, she scores. That's her second field goal of the ball game. 39-34. Hastings out with a 5-point lead. Polk with the ball, races it across the midcourt stripe. Polk now to Avila for three. Shot good. Mariah Avila knocks down a three-pointer. She's got 7 points in the ball game. Broncos now with an 8-point lead. 42-34. There's a Rustin with the ball. Rustin now to a Wieselmeyer. Wieselmeyer gives it to a Rustin here on the near side. Hastings in a man-to-man. Rustin trying to penetrate down the baseline. She can't do it. Now in the wing to a Sadie Powell in the lane. Short jumper up there, no good. Tomei with a rebound shot, good. Mackenzie Tomei, she scores on the offensive putback. 42-36. Hastings with a 6-point lead. Broncos with the ball. Tanis Ariando down to Kernan Polk. Here's Lexi Kraft into the lane. Kicks it out here to Avila. Her shot for three is up there. It's off of the mark, no good. Rebound comes down here to Sadie Powell. Powell runs her back the other way. Long pass ahead to Creaser. Drives the ball to the basket. Shot good. Abby Creaser, she scores. She's got 5 points in the ball game. We've seen this a lot of times. Hastings College with that in the lead. And boy, Concordia can put a lot of points on the board in a hurry. The Broncos got to be careful here. There's a Kernan Polk. She's going to be fouled in the play. But she drives the ball to the basket here. Foul is going to go on Mackenzie Tomei. That's going to be her third foul. Team foul number 1 on the Bulldogs here in the third quarter of play. Hastings will play things in off the far sideline. Avila looks to trigger it in. She does. To Gooden. Down to Avila. Now we're going to have a foul called. That's going to go on Gooden. She backs up and runs over a Bulldog. That's going to be the first foul on Rachel Gooden. Team foul number 1 on the Broncos. Gina talking with the officials here on the near sideline. Big smile out of her face as the Bulldogs come into the offensive zone. Tomei drops it down low to Wieselmeyer, and her shot is up and in. Kristen Wieselmeyer scores, and the Bulldogs are back to within 2 points. 42-40. 7.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter from Lynn Farrell Arena. There's that Ariando with the ball. That is Ariando. Dribbles right to left across the top of the key. Now to Kernan Polk, and a foul is going to be called over there on Sadie Powell. Sadie picks up her first personal foul. Team foul number 2 on the Bulldogs. It'll be Hastings playing things in off the far sideline. 42-40. Hastings with a 2-point lead. Broncos have the ball. Mariah Avila has got it. Down to Gooden at the elbow. Left side of the lane. Takes it into the paint. Nice pass to Avila. Shot is up there. No good. And the rebound brought down here by Concordia. Wieselmeyer with a rebound. Here's a pass that's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Gooden. That's going to be turnover number 7 in the ball game now for Concordia. Hastings with the ball. Here's Avila. Drives it down the right side of the lane. Now stops. Avila has to get rid of it. She does to Kernan Polk. Polk to the basket. Shot up there. No good, but she's fouled in the play. Kernan Polk is fouled in the play here. Tasha Rushton picking up the foul. That's going to be the third foul now on Rushton. She's the leading scorer on this team. Here comes 3 new bodies into the ball game now for Concordia at the 6:51 mark of this third quarter. 42-40 is the score. Hastings with a 2-point lead. There's a Kernan Polk at the free throw line. Shot is up there. It's short. No good. Polk is now 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. 8 points in the ball game so far for Kernan Polk. Next shot is up there. That's going to be good. That gives Hastings now a 3-point lead. 43-40 over Concordia. There's a Kendall Brigham into the ball game. She comes into the offensive zone for Concordia. Dribbles to the near side. Now gets it to Mackenzie Tomei. There's a Rushton with the ball. Now to a Heemstra who's into the ball game. Heemstra in the lane. Her little fall away up there is going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Kernan Polk. Polk for Hastings. Now to Bailey Kistner. Spins at the free throw line. Tries to take it down the lane. Gets it to a Kernan Polk out here in the 3-point territory. Now to Lexi Kraft. Lexi behind the screen. Lexi fires up a three. Lexi misses the three, and the rebound comes down to Tasha Rushton for Concordia. Rushton will bring it up herself now as we approach 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Rushton goes to Tume. Tume trying to drive it to the hole, can't do it. Back out to a Brigham on the wing. Here's a Tume at the top of the key. She spins in the lane. Her pass deflected. Picks her back up, and then her pass knocked out of bounds there by Gooden of Hastings. Concordia will play things in. Alyssa Baker coming into the ball game for the Broncos. Merriman Miller coming into the contest. 5:52 to play here in the third quarter. 43-40. Hastings with a 3-point lead. It's going to be Concordia inbounding the ball. Rushton has got it. Tasha Rushton moves it to the elbow. 200 pass back out on top. That's a Lou. Out to a Brigham. Her shot is up there at the end of the shot clock. Not in time. A shot clock violation. Shot clock violation on Concordia. The 8th turnover on the Bulldogs here in the ball game. Jordan Kohler comes into the contest now. Going out is going to be Gooden. 5:41 to play. Here comes Raylan Kelty into the ball game now for the Bulldogs. Going out will be Abby Heemstra. Hastings will inbound the ball. Here's Baker. She'll get it in to Kissinger. Bailey will bring things up here. Some pressure in backcourt. Bailey still with the ball. Sends it across the midcourt stripe. Kohler has got it. Now to Lexi Kraft for three. Shot is up there. Bingo! Lexi Kraft hits her third three-pointer in the ball game. She's got 9 points. The Broncos with a 6-point lead. 46-40 is the score. Lou with the ball. Right at the elbow. Gives it up now to a Tome. Over to Rushton for three. Shot is up there. No good. Rebound comes down to Kissinger. Bailey with the ball. Runs her back the other way. Down the lane. And a traveling violation is called on Bailey Kissinger. Brought it back in the transition. Took it into the lane. Wanted to kick her out here for a possible three on the right wing. And picks up the foot. A traveling violation is called. 11 turnovers on Hastings here in the ball game. 46-40. Hastings with the lead. The Broncos looking for their 5th win in a row here tonight. Concordia, they've won 5 games in a row coming to this ball game. Brigham with the ball. Brigham gets it to a Lou. Lou right at the top of the three-point circle. Picked up by Lexi Kraft. There's a Sadie Powell with the ball. Powell works against the Baker. Now to Brigham. Now back outside to Kelty. Her shot from the top of the key. A three-pointer is no good. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Hastings' ball. So the Broncos will inbound here in the backcourt. Concordia right now from the field hitting at 42%. The Broncos are hitting at 48% here in the second half of play. Broncos have the ball. 4.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Hastings leading by a score of 46-40. Bailey Kissinger with the ball now. Bailey goes over to Alexi Kraft. Lexi drives it down the lane. Nice pass there to Baker. Now to Kissinger. 4 seconds, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Kissinger throws it up there, and that one does not draw iron. And the Broncos hit with a shot clock violation. 12 turnovers in the ball game now for Hastings. Concordia has got 8. Broncos with a 6-point lead. 46-40 is the score. Sadie Powell has got the ball. Now to a Megan Belt. There's a Kelty, left side of the key. Bounce pass to the free throw line to Powell. Drives it down the lane. Her shot is up there, no good. Rebound Baker, and a foul is going to be called. Sadie Powell picks up the foul. That's going to be her second. Team foul number 4 on the Bulldogs. 3:56 to play here in the third quarter. Hastings with a 6-point lead. Kissinger here in backcourt works against the Kendall Brigham. Kissinger brings the ball into the offensive end. Merriman Miller slides between a couple of defenders and draws contact, and a foul is going to be called here. That's going to be on Brigham. That's going to be her third foul. Team foul number 5 on the Bulldogs here in the third quarter. That's going to send the Broncos to the free throw line. Merriman Miller will go to the line. She has got 6 points in the ball game. Her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Miller is 77% foul shooter on the season. Miller averaging about 5 points per ball game. Her shot is up there. The shot is good. She's a two-sport star here at Hastings College, competing in both volleyball and basketball. So it's been a long season for her. There's a long-range jumper from the outside by Belt. That's going to be no good. Offensive rebound, Kelty keeps the ball alive. Then she throws the ball into the backcourt here. And an over and back violation is called on the Bulldogs. So the Broncos get the ball. 3:27 to play here in quarter number 3. Hastings with a 7-point lead, 47-40. Hastings led at halftime by 7, 39-32. Alyssa Baker will inbound the ball to Bailey Kissinger. Bailey, the St. Cecilia product, gets it on the high post to Kohler. Jordan Kohler tries to shovel the ball away. It's going to be intercepted. Powell grabs it. We got a whistle, and we got a foul back here on Hastings. It's going to go on Kohler. Jordan Kohler picks up her 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 2 on Hastings here in the 3rd. Wieselmeyer coming into the ball game. Here comes Abby Kreeser back in for the Bulldogs. 3:17 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Hastings 47, Concordia 40. Kendall Brigham with the ball. She goes over here to Kreeser, now to Wieselmeyer. Now to Kreeser again. She tries to shovel the ball away. It's going to be picked up here by Hastings. That's going to be Merriman Miller. She drives. Her shot's going to be up there, no good. Rebounded here by Kissinger, and she's tied up on the play. Tied up on the play here. We got a foul call that's going to go on Kreeser. That's going to be her first personal foul. Going to the free throw line is going to be Bailey Kissinger for Hastings. Kissinger's got 11 points in the ball game. That's her career high at Hastings College. He also scored 11 against Mount Marty last Wednesday up in Yankton. Kissinger's free throw is up there and in. She is now 2 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. Kissinger with 12 points in the ball game. The Hastings lead is now 8, 48-40. Next shot is up there, no good. Rebound comes down to a Powell. Now to a Kreeser into the forecourt. Brigham has got the ball. Now to Rushton. Hastings still man-to-man here. Concordia working with it. There's Brigham with the ball. Hesitates, drives it down the lane. Her runner is up there and in. Kendall Brigham, she scores. A runner down the lane. She's got 9 points, and now Concordia wants to call a timeout. Concordia wants to call a timeout here. 2:37 to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a break with a score. Hastings 48, Concordia 42. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
Rivals Bar and Grill is a proud sponsor of all area athletes, teams, and coaches. Get to Rivals every day for lunch specials. Rivals is also cooking for your team, so stop in before or after the game and enjoy your favorite Rivals pizza, burger, or wings. Rivals, open daily at 11. Join the Rivals team today. Osborne Drive East in Hastings. Like us on Facebook to see what great specials we offer in happy hours. Rivals, your fun, laid-back sports bar with delicious food and ice-cold drinks.
KHAS Radio.
Mike Will back here at Lynn Farrell Arena. Hastings with a lead over Concordia, 48-42. Broncos come back with the ball. There's Kissinger now, races it into the offensive end. Kissinger comes out to Alexi Kraft, gives it back now to Bailey. Bailey Kissinger with the ball. Bounce pass comes over here to Alyssa Baker. Baker now to Alexi Kraft. Top of the key, Kohler has got the ball. Now to Baker. 200 pass goes over to Kissinger. Now with 7 seconds on the shot clock, here's Miller, fakes the 3, takes the ball in the hole, nice move, her shot is up there, no good, but she is fouled in the play. That's going to go on to Kristen Wieselmeyer. That's going to be her first personal foul. Going to the free throw line here is going to be Merriman Miller. Miller has got 7 points in the ball game. She's 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. Hastings with a 6-point lead, 48-42. Shot is up there, good. She'll get one more. Merriman Miller back to the free throw line here for the Broncos. Hastings now with a 7-point lead, 49-42. Next one is up there, is going to be good by Miller. Hastings now leading by a score of 50-42. There's a Brigham with the ball, now to a Rushton on the wing, dribbles to the top of the key, gives it away to Sadie Powell. Down to a Rushton. Rushton down the lane, pass down in the corner to Brigham for 3. Shots up there, no good. Kissinger with the rebound. Bailey's got the ball for Hastings. Working here in backcourt, gets it to a Kernan Polk. Polk across the midcourt stripe, goes down in the corner to Miller. Trying to drive it toward the basket, can't do it. Pass out on top now. That's going to be Kissinger with the ball to the elbow. Down to the free throw line to Gooden. 200 pass down to Miller. Drives the baseline. Her pass is going to be intercepted. Turnover on Hastings. Their 13th in the ball game. Running back the other way. Driving, shooting, and scoring there is Abby Kreezer, and she's fouling the play. Kreezer with 7 points in the ball game. Fouling the play here by Kernan Polk. That's going to be your first. So Kreezer to the free throw line. Not been there so far tonight. 73% foul shooter on the season here. Kreezer is 25 out of 34 from the free throw line. Her shot is up there. It's going to be good. Completes the three-point play. And the Broncos have a 5-point lead. 50-45 with $1:20 left here in the third quarter. Kissinger with the ball. Bailey's got it out here. Behind the screen from a Gooden. Bailey comes over on the wing. That's going to be Miller with the ball. Merriman Miller dribbling to her left. Takes it to the free throw line. Stops there. Miller gets it in the hands here of Avila. Avila trying to drive it. She takes it down the right side of the lane. Feeds inside down to Gooden. She puts up a shot, no good. At the end of the shot clock, Sadie Powell with a rebound. Hastings with a 5-point lead. Concordia with the ball. Rushton drives it. She kicks her back out here to Sadie Powell. Powell's cross-court pass is intercepted. Intercepted by Miller. 9 turnovers now in Concordia. There's a Bailey Kissinger with the ball. Bailey spins at the elbow. Right side goes to Kernan Polk. She takes the ball toward the basket. Contact made. Foul called. Personal foul here is going to go on to Sadie Powell. That's going to be her third personal foul. Going to the free throw line is going to be Kernan Polk for Hastings. Polk has got 9 points in the ball game. Her shot is up there. It's going to be good. She is now 5 out of 6 from the free throw line tonight. Hastings now with a 6-point lead here in this one. Here comes the next shot. It's going to be up there and in. So Kernan hits a couple of free throws. That's now a 52-45 ball game. Hastings still with a 7-point lead. They led at 7 at halftime, 39-32. So Concordia's been unable to slice into this lead right now in the third quarter. Rushton has the ball nearly taken away, but regains control. There's a Wieselmeyer with it on the far sideline, down to 15 on the shot clock. Rushton has got the ball in the wing. Rushton drives the ball to the basket. Shot is up there and in. Taysha Rushton, she scores. She's got 7 points in the ball game. 52-47. Hastings with the lead, and now Avila has the ball knocked out of her hands. And we got a foul called here. It's going to go on Avila. Ball was knocked away from Mariah, and she was going after the loose ball with Rushton and commits the personal foul. Concordia will play things in. That's a Brigham with the ball. Races it across the midcourt stripe. Throws up she throws up a shot that's good. A three-pointer by Kendall Brigham at the end of the third quarter. That will pull the Bulldogs within, let's see, was it a two-pointer or a three-pointer? The officials are going to confer here. It's going to be a two-pointer. So they give her a two-point field goal here. Her foot was on the line, and it's going to be a 52-49 ball game at the end of 3 quarters of play. 3 quarters in the books tonight. Women's college basketball. Good one brewing here tonight. It's a Hastings College 52, Concordia 49. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
The world-famous Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings is celebrating 25 years. 25 years because of all of you. 25 years of good food, great service, and a warm, friendly atmosphere. Bullseye's is open 6 days a week for lunch and dinner. Stop in today and see why we are world famous. Our burgers, steaks, and wings, along with a drink menu with something for everyone. To everyone in the Adams County area, thank you for making us world famous and for 25 years. Come see us today across from the water park on West 2nd Street in Hastings.
KHAS Radio, 1230 AM and 104.1 FM.
Hastings with a lead, 52-49 over Concordia as we head to the fourth and final quarter here tonight. At least regulation, I should say. What do we have here? Morningside leading Northwestern 55-34. Briar Cliff trailing Jamestown 53-45. Doan over the College of St. Mary's in the second half, 51-26. Dort all over Dakota Wesleyan, 72-40. Some of the other action going on. There's a shot up there and in. That's going to be Sadie Powell scoring. And now the Bulldogs are back to within 1 point, 52-51. Hastings has got the lead here in this one. Broncos have the ball. Here's Avila. Mariah gives it away to a Miller. She drives the ball to the rack, dumps it away to Kohler. Short baseline jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Concordia. Here comes the Dogs with a chance to pull ahead here in the ball game. 52-51. There's a pass in the lane. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Kohler. Turnover number 10 in the ball game now for the Dogs. Hastings with the ball. Miller, she takes it down on the baseline, and a foul is going to be called here on Powell. Sadie Powell is hit with a personal foul. That's going to be her third. Team foul number 1 in the Bulldogs here in the fourth quarter. Non-shooting situation. Baker comes in. Lexi Kraft comes in for the Broncos. Avila comes out. Kernan Polk comes out. 9:03 to play in the game. 52-51. Hastings with a lead. Kohler with the ball. Comes out on top now. Lexi Kraft to Bailey Kissinger. On the wing on the right side. Bailey moves it to the top of the key. Bailey with the ball throws out a 12-footer. It's off of the iron. No good. Rebound comes down here to Kreezer. Kreezer to the near sideline to Rushton. Rushton drives the ball into the lane. Kicks it back out. Brigham with it now. Drives it to the basket. Shoots and scores. Kendall Brigham scores. She's got 13 in the ball game. And the Bulldogs go on top of Hastings by the score of 53-51. Coming from 7 points down in the third quarter. 53-52 is the score it should be. The Broncos are down by a point. There's a Bailey Kissinger with the ball. Bailey drives it to the basket. Her shot no good. She's knocked down into play. And she'll go to the free throw line. Foul in the active shooting here. As the foul is going to go on to Brigham. That's going to be her fourth personal foul. Kissinger will go to the free throw line. 53-52. Hastings trailing now by a point. Kissinger will go to the free throw line. She's got 12 points in the ball game, 2 out of 4 from the free throw line. Shot is up there, and the shot good. Hits the back of the iron, straight up in the air and straight down through the hole. Kissinger down with 13. We are tied here at 53 points apiece. Next shot good. Concordia beat Hastings in both games last year, 70-57 here in Hastings. And they won in Seward, 73-62. Broncos trying to break through here in the first ball game between the two teams. And here's a Brigham taking the ball in the basket again. She scores and she's fouled in the play. She's starting to take over. Bailey Kissinger picks up the foul. That's going to be her second. So Brigham, the reigning GPAC player of the week, now with 15 points in the ball game. She got 8 so far here in the second half. Her free throw is going to be up there and in. And now Concordia's got a 2-point lead over the Broncos. It's 56-54. Kissinger with the ball now for Hastings. Kissinger guarded by a Kreezer out here in 3-point territory. Bailey hands it away to Miller. Miller takes it down the right side of the lane, all the way to the basket and scores. Merriman Miller scores. He's got 11 in the ball game. And now we're tied up at 56 points apiece. And now we got a foul back at the other end. That's going to go on Miller. That's going to be her second. Team foul number 2 on the Broncos here in this fourth quarter. Going to the free throw line will be Kendall Brigham for Concordia. She's now got 16 in the ball game. Her shot is up there. It's going to be good. She'll get one more. That was 17 points in the ball game. At a career high 24 against Doane last week. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good. She's now got 18 here. And the Dogs are back out on top of Hastings by the score of 58-56. Kissinger with the ball. Kissinger behind the screen. Bailey down the left side of the lane. Moves it down in the corner. Lexi Kraft with the ball. Puts it on the floor. Dribbles out here in the 3-point territory. Reverses it now. Gets it on the left wing to Kissinger. Down to a Kraft. Kraft drives it. Now down in the corner. There's a Baker. Drives the baseline. Her pass is going to be intercepted. Turnover number 14 in the ball game for the Broncos. Concordia's got a 2-point lead. 58-56. There's a Kreezer with the ball, and now we got a timeout called by Concordia. Kreezer may have gotten away with a double dribble there, and the head coach for the Concordia Bulldogs, Drew Olson, will call a timeout. Take a break here with 7:07 to play in the fourth quarter. It's Hastings trailing the Concordia Bulldogs by the score of 58-56. So let's keep it right here. Again, we got the Hastings College men. They are coming up next as they take on Concordia. Again, the Broncos will be at home again on this Saturday. The Dork Defender is going to be in town as we make the turn in the Great Plains Athletic Conference and play the teams for the second time. The games will be at 2 and at 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. 2 and 4 on this Saturday. We'll be on the air with the pregame show at 1:45. You can join us for Bronco basketball. Hastings College is trailing the ball game by a score of 58-56. Following the timeout from the Bulldogs. It'll be Concordia playing things in. Baseline right side underneath their own basket here with a 2-point lead. They'll get things in. That's Creaser driving the ball to the basket. Her shot is up there. It's going to be good, and she's fouled in the play. So Creaser scores again. Foul is going to be called here on the Broncos. It's going to go on Lexi Kraft. That's going to be her second foul. Going to the free throw line here is going to be a Creaser. Her shot is up there, and the shot is good. Abby Creaser, a 3-point play, has now a 61-56 ball game. Concordia's got a 5-point lead here in this one. Concordia now applying pressure in backcourt, and let's see, Hastings throws the ball away. Baker throws the ball into the Concordia bench. That's 15 turnovers now on Hastings in the ball game, and now the Bulldogs have got a 5-point lead, 61-56, with 7 minutes and 3 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Concordia will inbound the ball here. Abby Creaser has got it out here in 3-point territory to a Rushton. He goes over to Sammy Luz back into the ball game. There's Creaser in the lane. She loses control of the ball. Knocked out of her hands, but she was the last to touch it. Turnover on Concordia. 11 turnovers now on the Dogs. Hastings down by 5 points now. 61-56. Baker will inbound the ball. They get it to Kissinger. Bailey Kissinger winding her way up the floor. Gets it into the offensive zone here as she works against the Creaser. There's Baker with it, drives it down the lane. Throws it into the corner to a Kernan Polk. She takes it into the paint on the dribble as it knocked loose and is picked up by Concordia. 16 turnovers on the Broncos. Lou has got the ball. She works out top against Avila. There's a Rushton with it now. Rushton, she's matched up here with a Kissinger. Rushton around the screen, takes it down the right side of the lane, shot good. Taysha Rushton, she scores. She's got 9 points in the ball game. And the Bulldogs are out on top by a score of 63-56. This is a 7-0 run here by the Bulldogs in the fourth quarter. Kissinger with the ball, and now Gina wants to call a timeout. A 7-0 run here for the Bulldogs, and Concordia has a 7-point lead here in this one. 6:01 to play in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break with a score. The Bulldogs 63, the Broncos 56. You're listening to Hastings College basketball.
You can buy books online, music online, even toothpaste. So why not your car? Tom Dinsdale CDJR makes it easy with start to finish. Just click the blue Purchase Now button on any new or used vehicle on our website. Choose your payment, value your trade, secure financing, and boom, you're done. Want a test drive? We'll bring it to you. Start to finish at TomDinsdaleCDJR.com. The convenient way to buy your next vehicle.
KHAS Radio, 1230 AM and 104.1 FM.
Bronco basketball for you here tonight from Lynn Farrell Arena. Again, Saturday, the Dork Defenders will be in town to take on Hastings. We'll have the games right here. Women's game will be at 2. Men's game will be at 4 on the air. 1:45, wherever you're listening to your Bronco Sports app. 1:45 for the pregame show. This game was tied up at 56 points apiece Concordia, like they've done so many times in the past, they go on a big run in the fourth quarter to take control of the ball game. It's a 7-0 run for Concordia right now, 63-56. Bulldogs have got the lead. Here's Lexi Kraft with the ball. The Broncos need a field goal here. Kissinger's got it. Now to Kraft, to Bailey. Sizes up to 3, drives it into the lane. Her off-balance shot is no good, but she's fouling the play. Fouling the play here by Abby Kreeser. That's going to be her second personal foul. Kissinger will go to the free throw line. Kissinger with 14 points in the ball game. Playing in their fourth contest now for the Broncos after transferring out the semester from UNK. So she had games of 4, 7, 11, and now 14 points here as a Bronco. Bailey to the free throw line. Her shot is up there. That one is going to be no good. She's now 4 out of 7 for the free throw line. 63-56. 5 minutes and 48 seconds to play. Next shot is up there. It's going to be off of the back iron. No good. And the rebound comes down to Rustin. Rustin has got it for Concordia. Races it back the other way here for the Dogs. He's matched up with Avila out here in three-point territory. Rustin with the ball. Rustin around the screen. Moves it to the elbow. Her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Polk, and she's going to be fouled in the play. Kristen Wieselmeyer picks up the foul. That's going to be her second. Team foul number 4 on the Bulldogs. Polk will inbound the ball here for Hastings. Again, Concordia applying pressure here in backcourt. Kissinger has got the ball. Works one-on-one here against the Kreeser. Kissinger gets it into the offensive end easily this time. Kissinger moves it to the left side of the lane. That's going to be Avila with the ball. Avila over to Kernan Polk for 3. Shot is up there, no good. Long rebound. It goes out of bounds on the far side down there in the corner. And Concordia will play things in. Been a while since the Broncos have scored. 7-0 run here for the Bulldogs. Kissinger comes out. Here comes Tanis Ariando back into the ball game now. There comes a Kendall Brigham with the ball for Concordia. Out of Kreeser. Far side, Lou has got the ball. Sammy Lou. She gets away from Merriman Miller. Drives it into the paint. Stops there. Puts a move on and throws up a shot. Good. Sammy Lou scores. He's now got 7 points in the ball game. That's now a 65-56 score. A 9-0 run here by the Bulldogs in the fourth quarter. Hastings really needing a field goal right here. Merriman Miller with the ball on the wing. Miller drives it, spins in the lane, loses control of it. Now a jump ball is going to be called. Jump ball is going to be called, and the arrow pointing in favor of Hastings, so the Broncos will inbound the ball baseline right side underneath their own basket. 4:28 to play. 65-56. A 9-0 run. There's a shot by Avila, no good. Rebound comes down to Tasha Rushton for Concordia. Now to bring him into the forecourt. There's a long-range jumper put up there, no good by Lou. Ball goes out of balance, and it's going to be Hastings' ball. Broncos will inbound it here. 4:15 to play in the fourth quarter. All of a sudden, the Broncos have gone ice cold from the field. 65-56. Hastings down by 9 points here in the fourth quarter after leading by as many as 8 in the first half. There's Polk, her shot for 3. That shot's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Abby Kreeser. Kreeser races it back the other way, now to Brigham. She lobs the ball inside, knocked away from Wieselmeyer. A turnover on the Bulldogs. Hastings with the ball. Miller has got it. Miller drives it all the way. Has it ripped out of her hands by Rushton. Turnover on Hastings. Concordia with the ball. Rushton has got it here in the backcourt. Facing some pressure. Ariando right in her face. Lob pass comes on the near side into the offensive zone to Lou. Down to a Rushton. 3.5 minutes to play. Broncos are down by 9 points here. 65-56. Rushton has got the ball. Rushton bounce pass into the lane. Brigham. Her shot is up there and in. Throws up a prayer. And it goes down through the hole. Brigham has now got 20 in the ball game, and we've got a timeout called here with 3:19 to play in the fourth quarter. An 11-0 run by the Bulldogs here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break. 3:19 to go. It's Concordia 67, Hastings 56.
Rivals Bar and Grill is a proud sponsor of all area athletes, teams, and coaches. Get to Rivals every day for lunch specials. Rivals is also cooking for your team, so stop in before or after the game and enjoy your favorite Rivals pizza, burger, or wings. Rivals, open daily at 11. Join the Rivals team today. Osborne Drive East in Hastings. Like us on Facebook to see what great specials we offer in happy hours. Rivals, your fun, laid-back sports bar with delicious food and ice-cold drinks.
KHAS Radio.
Back here at Lynn Farrell Arena, the Osborne Sports Complex, Concordia has gone on an 11-0 run here in the fourth quarter. 67-56 is the score. Concordia now with the lead. 3:19 to play. Hastings will inbound the ball here in the backcourt. That's Kernan Polk, or rather Merriman Miller. She will get it in here to Tanis Ariando. Ariando brings the ball up the floor. Ariando behind the screen from Polk. Now throws up a three-pointer. The shot's an air ball. It goes out of bounds and it's going to be Concordia basketball. Well, it's been a long time since the Broncos have scored here in this one. 3:05 to play here in the fourth quarter. 67-56. Concordia with a lead. Brigham with the ball, races it back into the offensive zone. The Wieselmeyer from the corner, three-pointers off the front iron, no good. Offensive rebound, follow shot is up there, no good by Kreezer. Rebounded here by Tanis Ariando. Hastings has got it. Ariando into the forecourt now. Tanis right at the elbow. To Polk inside the free throw circle, drives it down the lane. Her pass is deflected, taken away here by the Bulldogs. That's Brigham with the ball back the other way. 2:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Concordia leading 67-56. Brigham with the ball down to Rushton. Rushton to get it down the high post there to a Sadie Powell. Ball knocked loose there by a Merriman Miller. Powell picks the ball back up. Sadie goes over to a Rushton. Rushton driving the ball to the basket. Contact made. Foul called. It's going to go on Ariando. That's going to be your fourth personal foul. 4 fouls on Tanis. That's going to be team foul number 4 on the Broncos here in the fourth. Non-shooting situation is going to be Concordia inbounding the ball off the far sideline. Sadie Powell will get things into Kendall Brigham. An 11-point lead here by the Bulldogs. Abby Kreezer has got it. Kreezer now to Rustin. There's Sadie Powell with the ball. They work the ball back around to Kendall Brigham. Bailey goes for the steal and picks up a personal foul for her efforts. Kissinger picks up her third foul. Team foul number 5 down the Broncos. So Concordia now shooting some free throws. 67-56. This game was tied up at 56 points apiece. Concordia on a run here. Brigham's free throw is going to be up there and in. He is now 4 out of 4 from the free throw line tonight. She's got 21 in the ball game. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good. 70 or 69. It should be 69 to 56. And now Gina wants to call a timeout as the Broncos come into the offensive zone here. A 13-0 run now by the Bulldogs. A minute 52 to play in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break with the score. Hastings trailing Concordia. Bulldogs 69, Broncos 56.
The world-famous Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings is celebrating 25 years. 25 years because of all of you. 25 years of good food, great service, and a warm, friendly atmosphere. Bullseye's is open 6 days a week for lunch and dinner. Stop in today and see why we are world famous. Our burgers, steaks, and wings, along with a drink menu with something for everyone. To everyone in the Adams County area, thank you for making us world famous and for 25 years. Come see us today across from the water park on West 2nd Street in Hastings.
KHAS Radio, 1230 AM and 104.1 FM.
Hastings has gone 6 minutes without scoring a point. Broncos have led for 22 minutes of this ball game. However, they haven't scored for 6 minutes here in the fourth quarter. And Hastings finds himself down by 13 points. As Concordia has gone on a 13-0 run here. Well, the Broncos have gone about as cold as it is outdoors as what we experienced over the weekend. We cannot buy a bucket here in the fourth quarter. 69-56. Broncos are down by 13 points here. 152 to play. here in this ball game. Avila's going to inbound the ball here to Kissinger. Now to Kernan Polk. Over to Miller. She drives the ball to the basket. Her shot is up there, no good, but she is fouled in the play. Foul here is going to go on Sadie Powell. That's going to be her 5th personal foul. So Powell is out of the ball game with the 1:45 mark of this 4th quarter. She leads with 10 points. Kernan Polk will go to the free throw line. Or rather, Merriman Miller will go to the free throw line. Miller is 5 out of 6 tonight. She's got 11 points in the ball game. And the shot is up there, and the shot is good. Merriman Miller hits the free throw. That breaks the 13-0 run by the Bulldogs. Miller will have one more. The shot is up there. That's off of the back iron. No good. And the rebound comes down to Tasha Rushton. 69-57 is the score. A minute 40 to play. Here's a Brigham with the ball. 200 pass out here to a Kreezer. Kreezer. Bounce pass again to Brigham. There's a pass out on top. It's going to be tipped into the backcourt. Chased down there by Rushton. The Broncos all over her. Rushton's going to bring the ball back up into the offensive zone. The foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on Avila. Raya Avila picks up the foul. That's going to be her 2nd. Going to the free throw line will be Tasha Rushton. She's their leading scorer on the team, averaging 15.2 points per ball game. She's got just 9 points here in this one. This will be a first chance at a free throw here for Rushton. Her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. She's a 74% foul shooter on the season. 69-57. Hastings down by 12 points. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good. Broncos have not hit a field goal since the 7:50 mark of this 4th quarter. Broncos will try one here. Polk for 3. Her shot's going to be up there, no good. Rebound comes down to Rushton. Rushton falls down with the ball, but comes over here to Kreezer. Now to Brigham. Rushton gets the ball back with a minute to play here in the 4th quarter. 70-57. Concordia's got a 13-point lead after the Broncos have led this contest by as many as 8 points. Hastings has led by 7 to 8 points throughout much of the game. They've led by 22 minutes in this ball game. They force a turnover here as Concordia turns over for the 13th time. The Broncos give it right back at the other end. Turnover number 19 in the ball game for Hastings. We're down to 30 seconds to play. A 13-point lead for Concordia. It looks like the Dogs are going to win their 6th straight ball game here, picking up a hard-fought win over Hastings. The Broncos' 4-game winning streak will go by the wayside. And up next for Hastings will be the nation's #1 ranked team, the Dordt Defenders, on this Saturday afternoon. Rushton just dribbling out here, and she just lets the shot clock expire. That's going to be officially a turnover. That's 14 turnovers on the Concordia. Hastings will play it in with 8 seconds to go. Kissinger comes into the offensive end, and Bailey will not take another shot, and that's going to be your final score. Concordia comes back in the 4th quarter to beat Hastings here in women's college basketball, 70-57. So the Broncos, they fall to 8 wins, 8 losses on the season. Hastings now 4-6 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Concordia, they improved to 13 wins and 2 losses. The Bulldogs are now 9-2 in conference play. In the final score here in this one, it was Concordia coming back in the 4th quarter to beat Hastings by the score of 70-57. We've got the final totals after this. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
You can buy books online, music online, even toothpaste. So why not your car?